Okay, um, so what we're going to learn here is we are going to learn a activity loop that I have discovered many years ago when I first started online marketing, and it was it's called the pattern for success, and we're going to learn something in this pattern for success called the activity loop. And basically it teaches you, before you can get any signups, you have to have a daily specific activity that you have to do on a daily basis. You have to do an activity, the same activity, every single day, whether you get results on some day from it or not, and you have to do it for a very long time, and you have to keep repeating that same activity until you get results. So this is called the activity loop for success, and we're going to learn this activity loop until we have it down and master it. And we're gonna start off on the very basics of this activity loop, and we're going to add resources to it as we go along through this daily activity loop. So the first thing that we want to do is basically, the mission is to start bringing in signups to Traffic to Prosperity. And how we're going to do that is to learn this effective activity loop for success. And this is how it works. First of all, we want to set a goal for ourselves. And I actually did the math on this, so it gets pretty interesting. If we do this daily activity loop, we want to set goals. You should have your daily activity loop, your daily goal, your short-term goal, long-term goal, and a 5-year plan, a 5-year goal. So the daily goal should not be about how many signups I can get through the day. You should not have to worry about getting signups today or any day, as a matter of fact. That will follow by doing this activity loop. The only thing we need to focus on is doing your daily activity, because without activity you will not get any signups whatsoever. So we want to focus not on signups but on our activity. If you don't get any signups for the day, or if you're not getting any signups for the day, as you do this activity, don't worry about it. The only thing you have to worry about is to keep doing this activity loop. Okay, so eventually you will have a breakthrough. This activity loop has some days, even me, 7 years, I some days have very bad days where we just don't get anything whatsoever. And then as I keep doing this activity loop, there are some days when I get so many signups that I make up for the day that I have lost, or even weeks that I've lost. So this activity loop does work. Like anything else, you're going to have, like the stock market days, like anything really in business, you're going to have bad days, and you're going to have good days, and you're going to have very bad days, and you're going to have super good days, and then you're going to have days that are meh, average. So don't get discouraged when you have your bad days, because that will happen even for the experts. Okay, it's just the inconsistency of the market on a daily basis. It just depends on if it's a holiday, if it's what day of the week it is, what time of the year it is. Some parts of the year is better than others, believe it or not. So your daily goal should be completing this activity loop that we're going to learn, and nothing else. Your short-term goal should be your 60-day challenge, and within that 60 days you're going to write down on a piece of paper, or anywhere you want to hang it up, or you want to put it in your wallet, whatever your short-term goal is, and you want to look at this every day. If in 60 days you want is how many signups you would like within 60 days from following this activity loop, and it has to be realistic to you. It has to be a realistic number. Now your long-term goal should be how many signups you would like to have in 1 year that is realistic to you. you should have quite a bit of signups if you follow this activity loop every single day within 1 year. And your 5-year goal is how many signups you would like to have within Traffic to Prosperity within 5 years. Now this is just T2P alone. This is not considering your other programs that you may have. The whole goal is to build multiple streams of income. We're going to start with T2P. So this is your big vision on where you would like to be in Traffic to Prosperity within 5 years. Okay. Now I did the math on this, and let's say your short-term goal you would like to have. Let's get our calculator out here. Actually, know what? Know what? I think I can do this. Let's see. Your short-term goal within 60 days. Let's say you get, from doing this activity loop within 60 days, a 2-month period, you get 120 signups every 60 days by doing this activity loops at Traffic to Prosperity. And that's the bare minimum. You may have even more than that, but let's say you have 120 signups to your T2P within 60 days by doing this every single day. If you get 120 signups every 60 days, within 1 year, you will have 720 signups in your downline at Traffic to Prosperity by doing this activity loop every single day. This activity loop only takes around an hour or so to do this once you get it down, so it should not be too hard. I would recommend putting in more than 1 hour into it. I would, if it was me, I would put in this activity loop until my fingers hurt. That's when I'd stop. I would do it all day, but that's just me. And you can do this all day. You can work as much as you want or as little as you want, but I highly recommend the bare minimum 1 to 3 hours a day before you stop with this activity loop. Now, if you was to get, this is just the bare minimum, if you was to get 720 signups, at the very bare minimum, you should have more than that, but let's say 720 within 1 year. Within 5 years at Traffic to Prosperity, you will have a downline of 3,600 signups in T2P alone. That's not including your other streams of income. That's just with T2P. Now, let's consider it if a big portion of those upgrade to the partner and to get this information. It's a big chunk of residual income coming in for you, and it's a lot of traffic from all the surfing that you're getting. The resources that we're gonna do in this basic daily activity loop, we're gonna continue to add more resources to this activity loop, but the thing we're gonna be using at this time is safe lists, millings, traffic exchanges, targeted social networking. And what I mean by targeted social networking is, if you use Facebook, you want to hit up the people who are into marketing, who are into traffic exchanges and whatnot like that. And also with social networks that's built into other traffic exchanges such as Easy Hits for You. You got Easy Hits for You Connect and things like that. And you want to be contacting and showing a presentational video for T2P to all of the leads that you bring into your downline and everyone that replies to you on your social network. Now, you don't want to go around on social networks and spamming a presentational video that I make or you make for T2P. You want to basically get their permission first before you show them a video, and I will be showing you how to do that, because that is far more effective than spamming a video or a link. As a matter of fact, you don't even want to show people your T2P link in a social network until you get their permission first. That's it. It's a very effective method to do, and you only respond to people who are interested, and that's it. And of course, you basically, after 7 days of doing this activity loop over and over and over again every single day, at 7 days you're going to review your progress. Okay, every single week you're going to have a day that you're going to review the progress that you're making with this activity loop. And if you're doing well, continue to do this activity loop all over again within the next week. And if it's not bringing in as much results as you like, or if it's not bringing any results at all, then there is an issue with something you do. That's when you get with me, you share your progress report with me, and we will go over some things to maybe tweak your advertising, tweak your methods, tweak on your approach, how you approach people. We'll do something to try to make the activity loop more effective for you. So that's why you're going to review your progress every 7 days, and we're going to tweak it if it's not having results. If it's having good results, we don't want to do anything with it. We don't want to fix what's not broken. So if you're having good results, if you're making at least 3 signups a day or more, we want to keep doing that, because sometimes that 3 signups is going to go up more and more and more as we do this. So after we review the progress, and if it's doing good, you repeat the activity loop again. If it's not doing good, then that's when we tweak the things that we're doing in the activity loop, and we start a new tweaked out week basically for the activity loop. You want to keep track of all the signups that you attain through this activity loop. If someone signs up to you in your T2P downline, we are going to write down their names. We're going to try to get their emails. We're going to try to contact them on your behalf, and you're going to do the same. We're going to use the PM system within Traffic to Prosperity. We're going to try to use Skype. We're going to try to use social media to get in contact with them, and if they're interested in talking with us, then we're going to show them how to get started and what we're doing here, and we're going to try to see if we can get them to become a partner so that they can learn this as well, and to get better their business and create multiple streams of income. The most important part of this activity loop is work on days whether you are getting results or not, because the first 2 weeks is going to be a big grind. It's going to be called the grind. The first 2 weeks is always a grind. Getting set up, getting started, and mastering this activity loop is going to have days where you have absolutely no results whatsoever when you're first starting this activity loop for the first 2 weeks. Okay, so in fact, if you're not getting any results at all from this activity loop, then that means you probably should work harder until you break the ice. Now, I know that's hard to do. I know that's putting a lot of faith into this, but how bad do you want it is the question. If you want it bad enough, you're going to work harder if you're not getting results at all until you break that barrier, the ice, as we call it, breaking the ice with people. And we're going to keep working at it until we get results from it. We're not going to stop. So that's going to determine your success is when you work, whether you're getting results or not. So keep doing the activity every single day that I'm going to be teaching you until you get results. Okay? And now the first step we're going to be using is we're actually going to start off with traffic exchanges. We're going to be setting up our traffic exchanges, and we're going to use a free resource called the TE command post. Okay, this is a great way to keep track with all of your traffic exchanges. You can use, as a free member, you can organize and keep track of 10 of your favorite traffic exchanges, which is what I do. I have other traffic exchanges that I use that I don't use in T command post because I am not upgraded at the moment. As you can see, it loads up my traffic exchanges, and it gives me some detail on how much credits that I have assigned and how much credits that I have unassigned. And it will tell me, oh, hey, you got some credits here that you need to assign. For my other traffic exchanges, I actually have them bookmarked, and I will take you through that process at a later video when we add more than 10 traffic exchanges into a resource. It's how you can keep it organized using your Firefox browser, or hopefully it'll work in other browsers, but I mainly use Firefox because it's very safe for surfing. I apologize if you don't like Firefox. That's pretty much what I'm going to be using during these sessions. So as you probably know in the first video that I posted in Easy Hits for You, I do not use my normal credits when I'm promoting Traffic to Prosperity. Any credits that I have, I will always convert them into text ad impressions. If you don't know how to do that, please watch the first video and about text ads at Easy Hits for You. And I do a lot of target marketing as well with this, with other things. But you always assign your impressions to an ad that I find very effective. The ad is called 3-second timer surfing for cash, because at Easy Hits for You, one of the biggest issue that people have with Easy Hits for You is a very long timer. And a lot of these people are here to surf for the cash at Easy Hits for You. So basically, Traffic to Prosperity has a 3-second timer, which is better than Easy Hits for You, and it has surfing for cash at T2P, just like at Easy Hits for You. So that grabs a lot of attention. And as you can see, the text ads use up very quickly. Every time I refresh, it's gone down some. This particular ad right here has been seen over 2 million times, and it has had 704 clicks with a 0.04% click-through rate. It has not taken me long at all to get this, and text ads are incredibly cheap. For every one credit that you have at Easy Hits for You, since I'm upgraded at the Ultimate, I can convert 1 credit into 90 impressions, and the text ad impressions has almost pretty much exact same click-through ratio as a normal splash page here. The only difference is instead of just getting it seen 1 time, I can get my ad seen 90 times for every site that I surf. So that makes a huge difference. At 30% of my normal credits being auto-assigned to my other program here. So that's one thing that you want to set up with TE Command Post, and you will be able to find the link to sign up for TE Command Post here on this forum somewhere. I haven't added it yet, but by the time this video is up here, I will have a link to the TE Command Post. So that is the first resource we're going to be setting up. The traffic exchange that I would like everyone to start off on at TE Command Post, you can use whatever traffic exchange you like. However, the first 10 that I would do would probably be Easy Hits for You, Traffic G, Start Exchange, TZAC Traffic Power. I would also recommend HitLink, Hit to Hit, Traffic Splash, Hit Safari, and Legacy Hits. I'm not sure if that was 10 or not, but if it wasn't, you can sign up to some of those here if you're not a part of any. You can use any exchange, your favorite ones, obviously, whichever gives you the best results. And that's what I would recommend right there. That's the first thing we're going to do in the second video. Once we get all of this straightened out, I want you to pause this, or stop this video, take the time to set this up. All you have to do to add a traffic exchange is click here and go to Traffic Exchanges and list, search out your favorite traffic exchange. Let's say Easy Hits for You. You just type in Easy Hits for You. You hit search, and you just if you don't have it added, you hit this button and you save it to your TE list. And if you're a free account here, you can add 10 exchanges. Go ahead and add your 10 exchanges, and we'll get started to the next step, which is how to surf them effectively and which ads you should promote in them for the best results. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go off to sign up for our first safe list mailing, and that will be a new step in setting up our activity loop pattern. So hope you guys enjoy. I will see you on the next step.